Okay, see what we can do with this one. Going, oh, I just flicked it wrong. 141.4 for this one. Going to add a little bit of contrast. Just to lighten it up a fair bit. Alright, let's see what we've got. We've got here minimal art, so minimalist art. That kind of movement, that kind of shit. Some of it's okay, but I don't like, generally speaking, I find it quite boring. It's just an arty-farty kind of experience you get. You know, I haven't made my mark in the art world yet doing this. But I'm on social media, and that's where I believe social media is better as an art gallery than an art gallery. So I don't care about the art galleries anymore. I don't care that I'm not getting exhibited in these galleries. I do find art gallery culture is quite distasteful, boring and bland, and sort of... I don't feel like I'm welcome in the art world. The art galleries, some art galleries have appreciated my stuff. Don't get me wrong, there are some out there that liked my work, but basically I just don't feel like I actually belong. The art galleries have alienated me as a general rule. I just don't feel like my shit belongs in an art gallery, and I don't think people can fully appreciate this copier art that I'm doing unless they see a video to fully appreciate just how challenging it can be, just how challenging making art with a photocopier can be. Now that looks really interesting. We've got some nice slashes of colour there, so I'm thinking we're going to use this. We've got the barcode, but that's all right, it's part of the art. I think this is going to be the centre of our job. So, but yeah, I just don't feel like my art belongs anywhere at the moment. I just feel like I've just been pushed aside. And I used to try and get my work into galleries, including some highly prestige large galleries. And I thought I could, I thought I had something good. I thought I had a good product back in the early 90s. And I think I was trying to push it harder in the late 90s as well, in the early 2000s. But basically I used to ring up a lot of galleries, I used to pay visits, and I never really got much of a positive kind of response from them, so I'm sort of a bit miffed and a bit disappointed with them, and I just don't care anymore what they think. They can just go fuck themselves. The ones that didn't like my work or didn't understand it, because I don't need them anymore, folks. I don't need art galleries to exhibit my shit. I don't need them anymore. I don't fucking need them. They can go jump. Go walk, take a long walk off a short pier with a concrete block tied to their ankle. That's how much I hate them. So I'm not interested anymore in trying to interest art galleries in my work. I just don't have the energy or the time. And, I've got to get the pictures framed as well. I've got to present them properly. I can't afford framing. I don't have the space to store the stuff. I'm not a fucking rich person. I'm not a fucking rich, successful, up-and-coming artist. That looks interesting. I like that bit there, but I think we can do more with it. I just don't like the whole art gallery scene. I just don't like it. As I said, there were some good ones. Not all art galleries are my enemies, but I count most of them as my enemies. Unfortunately, that's how I feel about the system. I just haven't got any time for them even. I just can't be bothered anymore. We got social media, for crying out loud. That's a lot more powerful than a local spot in an art gallery. I think social media is a more valuable, better platform than the fucking art galleries. Now that looks a lot better with the background removal. So yeah, I just don't have time to try and exhibit my stuff or to get it ready. I don't have time nor desiring. I just lost interest in the whole art gallery process altogether. I just forgot, sort of just can't be bothered anymore. And I don't think they care about my work anyway, however much. So I like social media better than art galleries. It's a lot better than that. It's a lot better than just trying to hang your stuff on a wall and hope that somehow you'll get well known and famous for your art just by a short appearance, you know. It's not going to work that way, folks. I'm too old to sit around waiting for something to happen. I mean, being in an art, I should have started, if I was going to become a successful artist by now, I should have started young, but I didn't have the right approach, and I was a bit naive thinking that maybe I could get an exhibition. Very naive, actually. The art gallery world is quite cutthroat, and there's a lot of bitchiness in the art gallery world, and I don't like that bitchiness. And also clickiness, all these cliques and clicks, whatever you call, however you pronounce the word click or clique. You know, people forming groups that are very hard to join from an outsider, and I was an outsider, so I never really fit in with the whole art gallery, art world thing anyway. I don't belong in that fucking stereotype version of what an artist is. I don't belong, folks. I've got my own style, and I just want to try and capitalise on my own style by using social media instead of static images on a fucking gallery wall. So I'd rather just get it out there in social media than fuck around trying to get exhibitions, not fucking succeeding, even though I spend money on framing. So yeah, that looks really quite nice. It is actually quite minimalist actually in itself. So there you go, gotta go.